My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are doing well in this pandemic situation. Today I am going to deliver you lecture on tree data structure, mainly on three basic concepts. You have already learned the topic recursion, array data structure and linked list data structure. You need all these data structure to have a clear concepts on tree data structure. Especially recursion must needed. I am Jannatul Noor, currently working as a lecturer in BRACU. I am a cloud geek, working in several projects related to raw cloud storage. I'm searching for some dedicated and hardworking students who will work with me in a long run. For any kind of query, you can contact with me or mail me in this email ID. Dear students, if you want to know more about me or my any kind of projects, you can have a look here. This is my site. So what is a tree? According to botany, a tree is a tall plant with a trunk and branches made of wood. The main four parts of a tree are the roots, the trunk, the branches, and the leaves. Similarly, in a computer science, a tree is an abstract model of a hierarchical structure, where a tree is a nonlinear data structure compared to arrays, linked list, stacks, and queues, which are linear data structure, and already you have covered this type of data structures. A tree can be empty with no nodes, or a tree structure consisting of one node called the root and 0 or 1 or more subtrees. Mainly a tree consists of a nodes with a parent-child relationship. For example, this is a tree having a parent-child relationship. We can tell this one is parent and is a tree. These three nodes are child of this parent. Applications of trees can be for organization charts, several type of file systems, because in our Windows operating system or any kind of other operating systems, you can have idea, because the hierarchical structure is like a tree. There are some drive nodes, that is C drive, E drive, D drive, and under the drive there can be more drives or more folders, some files. So this will create a tree type hierarchy. Tree type of data structure is also used for programming environments. A tree is a connected acyclic graph where connected means we can reach every other node from a single node. For example, in this tree data structure, here is example where A is the parent node or root node, child of A is B, C, D. So if we want to reach in K node from A node, there is a path, and there's no node which are disjoint from this one. Another term, acyclic. Acyclic means there will be no cycle, because tree is a graph where graph can have a cycle but tree don't have. A tree is a set of nodes in a parent-child relationship with some following properties. In this tree, there's a lot of parent-child relationships, because in the last one, that means for this one can be a subtree where F is the parent of child I, J, K. Okay. So the properties can be, number one is, and very important, the tree has a special node. We can name the node is R, and the special node called the root node of the tree. And the main properties of the root node is there will be no parent for root node. And in this tree, A is the root node for this tree data structure, because A is also a parent, B is also a parent, F is also a parent, but A is a special type of node called root node. Others node of tree other than root node, they are different from root. They have or they has unique parent node called U. For example, F or E, both node has unique parent B. This is not possible to have two different parents of F or any other node. If that happens, then there must be a cycle. And as a definition of tree, there will be no cycle in the graph. And that type of graph we can call tree. A tree can be empty since it must have at least one node. So actually a tree cannot be empty. But at first we can declare a tree or a node as a null. But if we mention it as a tree, at first we need to create at least one node, that will be the root node. Now some basic important tree terminologies. First one is root, and already you have the idea related to root. So for this tree, A is the root. But the main property of root is the node without parent. Second one is internal node. Internal nodes are those nodes which has at least one child. For example, in this tree data structure, what are the internal nodes? The internal nodes are A, because A has 3 child, B, C, but D is not a internal node because D don't have any kind of child. Third one is external node, and another terminology is leaf. Same term. External node and leaf are same term. Leaf node or external nodes are node without children. So for this tree data structure, which are actually external node or leaf node? A, no. A is not external node. B, no. C, no. But D is an external node. G, H, I, J, K and E. These are external nodes. Now, ancestors of a node. Ancestor means the node's parent, grandparent, great-grandparent, etc. So, if I ask you who are the ancestors of node K, that will be F, that is parent, B, that is grandparent, A, that is great-grandparent. So ancestor nodes of K node are F, B, A. Same, who are the ancestors of E node? The ancestors of E node are B, A. So my question is, who are ancestors of root node? Is there any ancestors of root node or not? Next part is descendant of a node. Same as ancestors. Ancestors means upper level, descendant means lower level, that is child, grandchild, great-grandchild, etc. For example, if I ask you who are the descendant of A node, actually all other nodes are descendants from A node. So who are the descendant of C node? G and H. Who are descendant for B node? E, F, I, J, K. All are child or grandchild or great-grandchild of B node. Now another very important term, that is depth of a node. According to the definition of depth, if we find out the depth of a node, that means the number of ancestors excluding the node itself. Okay. So what will be the depth of node F? What will be the answer? If we find out the depth of node F, we need to count the number of ancestors of F. So how many ancestors of F? B and A. That means depth of F is 2. Same, what is the depth of J? J node? The depth of J node will be 1, 2 and 3. That is, depth of J will be 3. Okay. Then height of a tree. So height of a tree means maximum depth of any node. For example, in this tree, there's so many nodes. For example, for this tree, A node's depth is 0. You have already idea why the depth of A is 0, because A is a root node and root node doesn't have any ancestors. Okay. So B has depth 1, E has depth 2, F2, the depth of J is 3, G is 2, H is 2. So for this tree, if we want to calculate the height of this tree, you have to focus on the maximum depth of any node. So what is the maximum depth of any node? I, J, K. Only I, J or K has depth of 3. So the height of this tree will be 3. Now siblings. So siblings means two nodes that are children of the same parent. So who are siblings of I, J, K? Siblings of E, F. Siblings of B, C, D. That's it. Now the subtree. Subtree means tree consisting of a node and its descendants. So from this tree we can have a lot of subtrees, such as this can be a subtree which parent will be or root will be B node. This one can be a subtree also which parent will be F. So this single part can form a subtree also. For example, this one can be a subtree also where parent is C, or for this subtree C is the root node, G and H are two child node of root node C. Now edge and path. Edge means connection between one node to another. An example of edge is shown above between A and B. Basically, an edge is a line between two nodes or a nodes or a leaf. So this one is the edge, this one is CD, DE, CF. So for these two one, A and B is internal nodes, and for B and this one is leaf node. So single connection between two nodes or one node, internal node and external node is called edge. Now path. A path starts from a node and ends at another node or a leaf. For example, there is a path between A to E. So these three edges including A or creating a single path from A to E. So when we talk about a path, it includes all nodes and all edges along the path, not just edges. The direction of a path is strictly from top to bottom and cannot be changed in middle. Be careful about that. In the diagram, we can't really talk about a path from B to F. Because there is no path from B to F. For a tree data structure, the direction of a path is strictly from top to bottom. Same, also there will be no path starting from leaf or from a child node to a parent node. According to the definition of level, the level of a node is defined by 1 plus the number of connections between the node and the root. Simply, level is depth plus 1. Okay. The important thing to remember is when talking about level, it starts from 1 and the level of the root is 1. So for this tree data structure, this is root node. So the level of root is 1. And from the definition, the level is depth plus 1. So depth of root is 0 plus 1, that means 1. So root level is always in first level. And we need to be very careful about this when solving problems related to level. So for this tree data structure, this one is level 1, then B and C is in level 2, these four nodes are in level 3, and last nodes are in level 4. So there is a relation between level and height. Can you guess that? What is the relation between level and height? For this tree data structure, what is the maximum depth of any node? In this level, the maximum depth will be 0. For this level, the depth will be 1. For this level, the depth will be 2. And for this level, the depth will be 3. So what will be the height of this tree? The height will be 3. So if we have a tree of level 3, that means the height of the tree will be 2. So the relation between height and level is always height equal to level minus 1. Hope you understand.